2025? Yeah, that was the year Hollywood's perfect couples just exploded. And I'm not talking about messy celebrity flings. I'm talking about the marriages we thought were bulletproof. 10 years, 15, even 20. But here's the thing, these weren't just breakups. These were full-blown implosions that exposed secret scandals, hidden pain, and the shocking reality that some of these relationships, they were over long before anyone knew. Let's get into it. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. Okay, so when I saw this one break, I literally had to check the date twice. Nicole Kidman and Keith Urban. 19 years. In Hollywood, that's basically forever. These two survived tabloid hell, Keith's addiction struggles, all of it. They were the standard, the couple that made it work. Which is why September 2025 hit like a freight train. Kidman filed. No warning. No scandal. Just done. And here's the power move. Just 4 days later, she showed up solo at the AMFAR gala. No tears. No hiding. Just a silent statement. The 19-year marriage was over, and she wasn't looking back. But that was just the beginning. Because the next couple, their breakup came with photos that absolutely broke the internet. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom. Now this one had a different energy entirely. Katy Perry and Orlando Bloom were never simple. For 9 years, they were the ultimate on-again, off-again roller coaster. But after their 2019 engagement and the birth of their daughter Daisy, everyone thought, okay, they're finally locked in. They're stable now. Yeah, we were wrong. Summer 2025. They announced the breakup. Standard celebrity split, right? Wrong. Because just weeks later, Hello magazine drops the photos. Katy Perry, on a yacht, with former Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. The internet absolutely lost it. What started as a regular breakup instantly became an international scandal. You can't make this stuff up. At least that breakup had drama. Our next couple? Their marriage died in complete silence. And honestly, that might be even sadder. Jessica Alba and Cash Warren. When you thought stable Hollywood family, you thought Jessica Alba and Cash Warren, right? 17 years together. 3 kids. The honest company empire. Zero drama. They were the safe couple. Predictable. Boring even. Until February 2025, when Alba filed for divorce. But here's what got me, it wasn't the filing. It was what she said in Style magazine. She admitted that after the first few years, they became roommates, just going through the motions. 17 years. And somewhere along the way, the marriage just faded. And by July, she was already publicly linked to actor Danny Ramirez. The roommate phase was officially over. Growing apart is one thing, but what happens when a marriage is destroyed by a scandal that refuses to stay buried? Win Butler and Regine Chassagne. For over 20 years, Win Butler and Regine Chassagne weren't just married. They were Arcade Fire. The music, the soul, everything. But in 2022, Pitchfork published serious allegations of sexual misconduct against Butler from multiple women. It was brutal, and at the time, Chassagne stood by him publicly. But 2025 proved something important. A public defense doesn't equal private forgiveness. The couple announced their split. And this wasn't about growing apart or different paths. This was the direct fallout from that 2022 scandal. It just took 3 years to finally destroy the marriage. Their joint statement said the creative bond would continue. But the marriage, that was done. Some scandals break marriages years later. But our next couple survived one of the biggest tabloid storms in history, only to fall apart in total silence. Marion Cotillard and Guillaume Canet. In Europe, these two were royalty. Marion Cotillard and Guillaume Canet. 18 years. Acting, directing, raising a family completely away from the Hollywood circus. And in 2016, when false rumors exploded that Cotillard was involved in the Brad Pitt-Angelina Jolie divorce, they shut it down hard, viciously even. Their relationship seemed untouchable. But 2025? The entire thing collapsed. No scandal. No public fight. No tabloid drama. Just a quiet statement. It's over. The European power couple had crumbled, proving that sometimes surviving the public storm is easier than surviving the private reality. A quiet ending is one thing, But this final breakup? It reveals the terrifying gap between a perfect public image and the private truth that destroys everything. Jessica Simpson and Eric Johnson. Jessica Simpson's entire billion-dollar brand is built on honesty, right? In her 2020 memoir Open Book, she laid out every trauma, every struggle. But her 10-year marriage to former NFL player Eric Johnson? That was her safe harbor, the one place she was protected. Her Instagram was nothing but perfect family moments. So when the divorce announcement dropped in 2025, people were shocked. But the PR statement wasn't the real story. The real story came from Page 6 insiders, who cited the actual reason: trust issues. The one place Simpson said she felt safest wasn't safe at all. The harbor was gone. So here's what 2025 taught us. The golden couple is a myth. The 19-year marriage, the perfect Instagram family, the unbreakable artistic bond. All of it can be a carefully constructed facade. And it leaves you with one question. If these relationships, the ones that looked completely unbreakable, can fall apart, what does that say about the ones that don't?